Hi, it's day 16 of the Lighter Being Challenge, and yesterday I talked about our wise woman era, the time when we are leaving the maiden mother phase and we are now moving into the crone phase. We are experiencing emotions and physical feelings, and I had some comments from some people. Some people reached out to me about different things that they've been experiencing, fears about upcoming menopause, and fear even about being in it, not knowing what to do about symptoms and things. And I know for myself, I've been experiencing a lot of intense emotions, and someone recently mentioned this to me for her as well, that around the time of her period is when she has much more intense kind of a emotional surge, I would say. And what I want to talk about today is feeling lighter around your emotions. I want to normalize our emotions. We've been told by too many people that we're supposed to be happy all the time, that we're supposed to be feeling all of these wonderful, lovey, fuzzy feelings, and we don't. Everyone else gets to. Why can't we? Why do we always have to be the ones that hold it together all the time? And there's nothing wrong with holding it together all the time, but there's also nothing wrong with losing it once in a while. Normalize those emotions. Part of why we are here as humans in this third dimensional space right now is to cycle through the emotions and the feelings that we have been holding on to for generations. Most of the time, what you're feeling is not yours. It's your mother's, it's your grandmother's, it's your great-grandmother's, it's 7, 8, 9, 10 generations before you. It's in your DNA. It's in our DNA. We are holding it. And one of the things I say in my sessions that is very profound and was kind of shown to me, guided to me, channeled to me in the middle of a session is that you are the one chosen to be here, to break through the cycles, the patterns. You were the one chosen to be here to do this for them. That is why you're here. Do you know how strong and badass you are? Do you? Think about that for a minute. You are the one chosen. You're the one listening to this right now, not anyone else. You are the one chosen to be here, to break through those cycles, to cut through those patterns. So when you have those moments, when you feel yourself having those let's focus right now in this moment on hormonal moments. When you're feeling your PMS cramps, I just call it PMS. Whenever I'm cranky, I just call it PMS. And I will share, yesterday I was at a photo shoot for a friend, and I walked in and still feeling the Leo moon rage. Apparently I was just in a very off mood. I got better as I was there, but I was still feeling it. At least I was better while I was there for a little while. Then I came home and it all kind of exploded again. I had to sit there on the couch. I felt like my uterus was about to explode. It wasn't crampy. It was just, I could literally feel the rage in my solar plexus. No, my sacral. I could literally feel it in my sacral, my lower belly. I could feel it, and it was about to explode. And I'm like, what the heck is this? And this morning, I just placed my hands over my lower belly and I flooded it with light. And that's something that that we all can do. We have this beautiful power inside of us, and it comes from your heart. It comes from your higher self. It's the spark of your soul, and it can heal anything. You just have to focus on it in the right way. And I just was kind of bringing that light through my hands into my lower belly, and it did work. It did help me to feel better, and I've actually been rage-free today. So thank God for everyone else around me. But again, we're normalizing emotions. Mom can feel rage. Mom's been feeling rage all week, and it's been making everyone around Mom feel very uncomfortable. Not my problem. Not my problem. I can't help the way you feel when I'm feeling a certain way. I didn't ask. I didn't put it all on you. I didn't ask for help. I just am being and handling it on my own. And that's okay. Normalize your feelings. Normalize your cycles. It's a beautiful thing. Rage is beautiful. It can be beautiful. It can be a beautiful thing. And it's beautiful. It's who we are. Express your emotions when you need to. Don't hold them back. Generations of women, of people in your family have held them back. And now you are holding it all. And it's getting ready to go. And it needs to go. We need to cycle through everything and allow everything to just let go. Let it go. Feel it. Feel the rage. Throw something. You feel like throwing something, throw it. If you do feel, I will say that if you do feel like you may harm yourself, I can share with you that a few times, probably 3 times in the last couple years, I've gotten some really intense, not rage, it was more of a I don't even want to say pity. I would say self-hatred. It was a very low time for me. A couple times it's happened. It lasted only a few hours, but there were thoughts that came into my head that I never think about myself. And I mean, at one point I was even outside. It was warmer weather. I was outside under the stars and I was yelling at my inner child. So I see my inner child as a 4-year-old. And I was saying very terrible things to her. I was telling her that when you grow up, you're going to be ugly, you're going to be fat, you peaked at 40. Like, I said terrible things to her. Terrible things that I felt the ugly part of what I was holding for all of the women generationally. And I'm starting to get kind of teary because it's true. Because whenever I start to cry, it's when my guides are sharing with me that, you got it. That's what it was. Like, they're sharing that with me. So pay attention for that for yourself too, what you're feeling. If you get goosebumps or tingles or things like that, like, pay attention to your symptoms in your body of what you're feeling as a validation for what's going on within you. Think about what you're thinking about in that moment, what you're experiencing, expressing, and notice that it could be your guides telling you that, yeah, you got it. You are hearing what we're saying. So what I was feeling in those moments, those really intense moments, was bad. I'm saying bad, like, in terms of extreme. Not that it was a bad thing to experience, because, like, I just had the revelation of just now with you, so thank you, that it was something I was holding on to generationally. That the women all before me have felt this way, and they've held it down and buried it, and I'm carrying it and holding it, which is another episode of this that we're going to be talking about very soon, about how we are carrying the weight of the world. I'll probably maybe talk about this tomorrow. But we are definitely carrying the weight of the world in our bodies. I mean, braless right now, so excuse me, but I mean, look, I am at least 60 pounds overweight. Went to Machu Picchu in 23 and put 20 pounds on the second we left. I had some major experiences there, and I'll get into this in another video, but I really feel, and I've gotten messages that I am carrying the weight of the world, and I feel like a lot of us are. I feel like the reason why a lot of us gain, especially women now, are at my age, like pushing 50, in their 50s or older, we're holding on to the weight of the world. in our bodies. That's what this menopause weight is. We're holding on to the weight of the world. And yeah, that's a whole other video that I'll get into, but to just know that that's what that is. At least I truly believe that that's what that is. And we're going to let it go. The time is coming. I've gotten messages that, I mean, even for me for February, that it's going to be like a balloon pops, and it just, why can't that happen? There's no reason that cannot happen. We're going to make it happen. That's what this Lighter Being Challenge is really all about. But I want to just finish up by saying, normalize your emotions. Feel what you need to feel. Just now, took a shower, and I started crying in the shower. And memories of different things were popping up and making me sad, making me feel the feels. And I just stood there and I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to let this out, and I'm just going to cry. And I cried in the shower briefly. It wasn't long, but I let it flow through, and now I'm fine. It's not bothering me anymore. Cry. Go in your car and scream. Grab a pillow. Scream into a pillow. My daughter and I run scream retreats. We literally guide people to scream. Scream. Do the things that you need to do to let out these emotions. You need to let out generations worth of feminine sacred rage, which is really what it is. Sacred rage that we have been holding on to. And that, again, is a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. We've held it as a gift for our other generations. We've been holding on to this. It's our gift. It's our gift. We came here to do this. We came here to recognize that that's what that is. And we also came here to let it go and to teach others how to do it as well. So as I'm talking to you about this and teaching you this, you need to share this with other people and say, hey, Jen, just so you know, you're holding on to some sacred rage, and you need to scream into a pillow, and you know what? And cry, and it's okay, because you're beautiful. And I see you, and I love you, and I support you, girl. I support you, because you are a badass, wise woman. Support each other. Be a wise woman. You're in your wise woman era. Normalize your emotions. Know that it is okay to feel everything that you are feeling. And I will talk to you tomorrow more about holding on to the weight of the world. It's a good one. My guides have been all over me about this, and it's time. I love you. Have a beautiful day. And Tara, if you're watching, happy birthday. Love you, sis.